Price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is the Don't Punt Hour with former Nebraska receiver.
Throwing over the middle, completes the pass. He's got speed to the end zone. Touchdown. 45 yards.
And return specialist.
This time he beats the kicker and one more.
DeMornay Pierson-El.
Not only does the sideline have confidence in Pierson-El, but Pierson-El has confidence in Pierson-El.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome to Don't Punt Hour. We got the morning Pierson-El. Didn't have him on the hype mic. That's all right. 402-464-5685. It's our name and text line. You guys can join in. We do got NFL in the brick and mortar. So use the streams, Facebook, YouTube, XL, channel 961. And you can also use the Ticket app. If you haven't downloaded it, I always say it, great time to do so because we got a million things going on over the satellite. We'll have college basketball mixed in there as well when those guys start up. Then obviously, if you've been tuning in, NFL has been taking over a lot lately. With that being said, though, the morning Pierson-El, we're going to preview Minnesota, Nebraska, and actually properly because they do play tomorrow. So we'll do it actually the day before. And then also we're going to go through picks. You've been struggling.
You a hater. It's okay. They hate us because they ain't us. If you're not first, you're last.
You've just been changing on me. You became a Jets fan overnight. Now you just...
Jets fan? Oh, my God. My bad that I'm actually watching the games and looking at them, looking at your.
The 0-6 Jets are looking better.
I mean,
I'm paraphrasing you, but
you know what I mean. Like I said, my bad. I want Justin Fields to do well, and I'm watching closely, and I want that head coach to do well. My bad. You're right. Shame on me for actually watching film. You're right.
Hey, you know what? I do want Justin Fields to do better.
No, you don't.
You
was talking so much trash yesterday. I don't want to hear it.
On the Jets organization, not Mr. Fields.
I
would never do such a thing to Justin Fields. All right. Where do you want? LSU Vanderbilt. Well, that's the first one. And we'll do some ticket prices as well for these because there's some really interesting prices. There's some of these make zero sense. But the first game, we're going to pick 6 because we need to get some more separation between these because it's 3-1, but I'm only ahead of DeMornay Pierson-El by 2 games because the 1 week was a tiebreaker. So we're trying to find some more separation. Give DeMornay Pierson-El a fighting chance over there. No, I'm just kidding. LSU, Vanderbilt. Number 10, LSU hits the road. On the road playing number 17, Vanderbilt. And that is 11 a.m. kickoff. Vanderbilt favored by 2.5.
Andy's favored?
Yeah. I'm taking Vanderbilt.
I'm taking the Bayou Tigers.
All right.
Go Tigers. Shout out to Coach O.
Well, let's just look at how they've been doing. So they get a win versus Clemson when everyone thought Clemson was going to be a, playoff contender. They beat Louisiana Tech 23-7. They beat Florida 20-10. They beat Southeast Louisiana 56-10. They lose to Ole Miss 24-19. Pretty close score though. 1-score game. And then they beat South Carolina 20-10. You look at Vanderbilt. What are these guys doing in their last games? They beat Charleston Southern 45-3, Virginia Tech 44-20, South Carolina 31-7, Georgia State 70-21, Utah State 55-35, and then their first loss did come to the Crimson Tide, number 10 Alabama 30-14. You still sticking with the Tigers?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Give me Vanderbilt. 11 a.m. kickoff. I think
I hate that.
that's what makes me like Vanderbilt even a little bit more. That LSU's coming there, and don't get me wrong, Vanderbilt's got more hope than they used to, but it's still sleepy at 11.
I think for LSU, it's kind of like now or never. If you lose this game and everything like that, pretty much, I think their coach might be on the hot seat. Really.
I could see it.
I mean, if Alabama's coach was on a hot seat last year after losing to Vandy.
It depends how it looks. Like, if it looks like Vanderbilt's just putting up points effortlessly, then it's
I'm telling you, if LSU loses, he's on the hot seat.
Well, let's hope your pick's right then. Otherwise, the coaching carousel continues to spin. Let's go to game number 2 here. We'll pick this one because I think it's interesting. Neither team is ranked, but you do have Washington hitting the road playing Michigan. And that is another 11 a.m. It's on Fox. Michigan's favored 4.5.
Who are you going?
I like Washington.
Okay. UW.
Yeah, you took Michigan?
I'm going Michigan.
All right. I like this. We're disagreeing a lot so far. We're not going to pick this game, but I do want to talk about it. Just for reference, what do you think the tickets were for LSU versus Vanderbilt?
$100.
$153. Michigan and Washington was only $49, 2 unranked teams. What do you think the ticket price is for Purdue at Northwestern Medicine Field at Martin Stadium?
$62.50.
$114.
You got to be, the rest.
Yeah.
You know the rest.
Hey, man, it's iconic. Northwestern Medicine Field.
I guess.
It's got to be capacity,
their
right?
lawyers and maybe business school is iconic. That's about it.
It's got to be capacity, right?
I don't know.
I was just surprised to see it. I guess those tickets would have been like $20. No, it's going to cost you a decent chunk of change.
60, I said 62. That's fair.
You were more fair than I was. Last night, DP asked me, and I was like, $22.
Hater.
I should have realized that Northwestern's feeling themselves a little bit.
Maybe. I mean, they beat Penn State. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's understandable. You probably generated a lot of, fans to come out and support. So we'll see. So what's the game? Is that
we don't have to pick that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to point out
that's an ugly one.
Yeah, no, Northwestern's favored 2.5. I don't want to pick it though. Have to stay away from me. Number 5, Ole Miss hits the road playing Georgia. 2:30 kickoff on ABC. Georgia favored by 7.5.
I hate this.
I don't like the 7.5. I definitely go against the spread.
I hate this. What is it? Ole Miss is playing at home?
No, they're on the road. They're playing Georgia.
What time?
2:30. Undefeated. Ole Miss. Not favored.
Who you rolling with?
I've gone first twice. I want to hear you first.
I'm
taking Ole Miss.
I want to take Ole Miss so bad.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to do horrible this week. The Georgia home crowd is still real. I know they lost to Bama.
Because they're playing at home is the reason why. Like I think I'm gonna go. I want Ole Miss to win.
I do. I think this is the year for Ole Miss. I do. So I'm gonna believe that they can get the win. Did you go Dogs?
Yeah, I'm going Dogs.
All right.
I hate it. But them playing at home and it's yeah. I just I don't. I think they're different at home. What time you said 2:30 game?
2:30 on ABC. Yep.
Yeah, I'm going Dogs.
Yeah, I feel uneasy about that.
No, you already picked.
I'm locking in. I do think this could be the year for Ole Miss, but this is a big game.
I want Ole Miss to win.
Mm-hmm.
So put that on the record. I might get a plus half point. But go ahead.
You just make rules on this. All right.
If you're not trying, you're not trying to win.
That is true.
All right.
How many games? Is that 3 games?
That's 3.
All right. We got 2 more. Tennessee at Alabama. 6:30 kickoff. Alabama favored by 8.5. Roll Tide. Take it, Bama.
I can agree with that as well.
All right, yeah. DeBoer's got the guys a little bit more fired. They're playing better ball.
It's at Alabama, right?
Yep, at Alabama.
It's at night. I think that's a special game there. They're firing differently. If Alabama would have caught Tennessee within the first couple of games, I might have went Tennessee, or if it was at Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it's going to be a close game. I don't think it'll be a blowout or anything like that. I think it'll definitely be a competitive game, but I think Alabama pulls it out at home late.
I thought it'd be a close game too, but Vegas says no, 8.5. which kind of surprised me. Another game where I'd go against the spread. I don't like that. I think it'll be closer than that, but I'm going Alabama. I think those guys are getting it figured out. Last game before we talk about Nebraska, Minnesota. Number 20, USC hits the road and plays Independent. Number 13, Notre Dame. 6:30 kickoff, another night game. NBC or Peacock. It's one of those. And Notre Dame favored by 9.5.
Notre Dame?
The spreads are aggressive this week.
Wow.
All these
I'm going SC.
Damn it.
That's why I said it first. Well, we only have one where we picked the same, and that was just the last one.
Okay.
And I really could have went Tennessee or the last two. I kind of wanted to pick Ole Miss too, but I'll let you. I went with them. If they lose, I'm fine with it. But you want to pick that one, or you want to pick a different game?
No. We're gonna keep this one.
Okay.
This has got a lot of writing on it. Boy, oh boy.
Who you rolling with? Shoot or shoot?
Notre Dame. Give me the Irish. I'm gonna buy into home.
The luck of the Irish.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel rough about that one.
That's how I felt about Ole Miss and UGA.
Well, that's 6, bro. That's 5, right? Or is it 6?
That's 5.
Okay.
And then, of course, us.
We'll leave the Holy War out, but just out of curiosity,
I
Utah
would
playing.
take Utah.
Okay, yeah, I'm also taking Utah, so we'll definitely.
I feel like they're a little less holy than BYU.
Yeah, it's a different environment if you go to either
BYU
or.
BYU is not. I don't like. They're not allowed to have like sex.
They stick by their code. I mean, their quarterback. They made their quarterback. Get
They're
out of
in
there.
college. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, hey.
I'm sorry. People have gotten kicked off the team for violating off the campus.
It's Utah, man.
Basketball, football.
What? I forget why the quarterback had to leave. What did he do?
It
was something. It wasn't horrible, but it was enough for BYU to have to lean on their standard.
Yeah,
unacceptable.
You know that again. Like I said, that's why I said Utah is a little.
That's why it's the Holy War.
It's a little less holy than BYU. I feel like BYU is very, 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 very strict.
Utah is favored in that 3.5. The most expensive game of all the entire weekend. How much do you think tickets cost?
I would say Alabama, Tennessee.
No, I'm telling you right now, the Holy War is the most expensive.
What?
Yeah, how much? Come on. Battle of ideology.
Those saints and sinners.
I mean, it's always the story.
I would say 183.
You got to go more than that.
210?
More than that.
It ain't no 250, 260.
It's more than that.
You got to be kidding me.
350.
Absolutely not.
I mean, hey.
Absolutely
if I had
not.
the funds, that's a fun game. It's
No.
7 o'clock?
No. I'm sorry. No.
All right.
No.
All right. Fair enough.
Hard pass.
I'll watch it, especially since the Huskers play on Friday. But nonetheless, we aren't picking that game. Just probably one of the bigger games of the weekend in terms of viewership. But that being said, let's get to it. Nebraska, Minnesota. Who do you have winning?
Big Red.
Big Red, me too. Now it comes to the score prediction, and we'll break down why we think these scores will be the case. But just for now, what do you have for a score?
Do you want me to go first? I have my score.
If you have your score, go ahead, because I'm still trying to think of what I want.
With how Minnesota is and everything like that, I think we need a big day for our defense to step up. Second half adjustments, definitely needs to shut down. I want to give them 21, but with them being where they are, ranking and everything like that, like I would love anything under 17. So I got them 17, and I got us. And I'll go back and forth between 31 and 34. So I'll go 31-17.
Okay. 10-30.
And I think Emmett has a day. He needs to have a day.
I like that. I'm gonna go 10-34. I think Minnesota really struggles on offense. I know people are talking about that outside zone. If they can get that going, that's another story. But if we are able to shut that down, I think it's a long night. Drake Lindsey, the quarterback, he isn't bad. I don't think he's had to go against anything like our secondary just quite yet. So I think
34-10?
Huh?
What'd you say?
34-10, yep. Big win for the Huskers on the road.
It needs to happen. Like I said, I mean, I go back and forth. Like I said, I can see them getting 21 just because of, again,
it's football. It bounces their way. It happens.
It is, but I think if we play a disciplined football, which defense has and everything like that. They don't have the quarterback like how Maryland's quarterback like was and everything like that. So I was being gracious with 21, but really I'm thinking 14 to 17 somewhere in there.
Yeah, I like that. And hopefully our special teams can continue to give us some really easy opportunities to punch it in. And again, I think if we stop the run, they don't run it as much as they do in years past, but they're still somewhat efficient at it. And if we shut that down, I just think then they really start scrambling, and we might be able to force some 3-and-outs if we choke out that run game early. And that's where I'm thinking 10 points. But as you pointed out, it's football. The ball bounces one way. We saw a pick six last week.
Missed tackle or strip fumble or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm leaving room for the things that are the uncontrollable.
Yeah, no, those have been the things that bite us in the butt a lot.
Especially with how Minnesota kind of is. I hate this game. But I remember a couple shows ago we were talking about, turning the page and we turned the page and everything like that. And I think a satisfying, complete, dominant win at Minnesota on a short week, I think, like I said, if it's dominant and convincing enough, I would say we are definitely in a direction of turning the page on things. But it needs to be a convincing win, not Maryland type of win last week, not Michigan State type of win last week. I'm talking about dominance all 4 quarters. We've been in the driver's seats doing what we need to and everything like that. And, choking them out on the defensive side of the ball. Like I said, just complete domination and annihilation.
Yeah. And spread's 7.5. I want to ask you if you think we covered it or not, but do you think the team's going to be locked in despite, the early on the Matt Rule conversations? I don't know how distracting that is.
I think early on, but he got, Franklin got fired, what? Saturday, Sunday?
It was the day after immediately, right?
So Sunday?
Or it was that night. I can't remember. It was really close.
So it might have been distraction. They might have been worried, Monday, Tuesday, knowing Rule and everything like that. He probably went in there and kind of gave them a lot more comfortability and everything like that. So I don't think it'll be a distraction because he kind of knows what's at stake. Or at least, in front of the team and everything like that. He's not going to kind of let that leak out and everything like that. So early in the week, it might have been something of concern, but then, him being him and shutting stuff down and everything like that, I think they'll be relaxed. They understand the value of this game. I think this could be a big game for Nebraska later on down the line when people look back and look at the record and look at the teams that they kind of beat and, looking at score and taking it into a huddle. We need to dominate a true Big Ten opponent in an old-fashioned Nebraska type of way.
I agree. And I do think the guys will be cool and collected, and I think the fan base can be as well. If you guys missed it, he did address it on the Pat McAfee show, and we got that audio for you. Should quench the worries a little bit. So here's Matt Rule on the Pat McAfee show talking about the Penn State rumors.
And I don't want to have to distract you here because obviously you're in the middle of a season and you've already answered this about how much hey, that's my hometown. I love that place. I always will. Everybody loves their alma mater. That conversation's only going to heat up around you assume. And you said before, hey, this is what happens. I was at Temple. I was at Baylor. Anywhere you have success, this happens. I'm used to this. This is a good thing, not a bad thing, that other people want our players, want our coaches, myself included. That's kind of been your messaging. You've been here before. What does that look like for you with team, with everything, with how hot that's going to get in the kitchen, it seems like?
It's with my team. It's just unbridled honesty. Tell them the truth. Tell them exactly the truth, and don't BS them because they'll know. And secondly, just out there, this is it. This is part of it. It's better than when I was in Carolina and they were chanting to fire me, right? So it's better than being on every hot seat list. So having other schools maybe be interested in you is pretty cool. But I don't do that during the season. I don't mess around with that. I don't play that. And at the same time, this is not a jumping off job. This is a destination job. This is one of the greatest places in the world. This is a town of 300,000 people. This is everyone says Lincoln. It's 300,000 people here in Lincoln. I can do whatever I want here. I have a great young team, the youngest team in the Big Ten. Think about how good we'll be next year. Now, I'm not thinking about next year, but where we are right now, we're learning. Think about where we're going to go with Dylan and all these guys. So I refuse to be distracted. At the same time, it's when it's your alma mater, you have to show it love and respect. And I hope, and I love Pat Kraft. They'll find the right coach for them, whoever that is. But like, this is a destination job that should be a national bully, that should be a beast. And I think we're making our way to doing that.
How does that make you feel, the morning, Pierson-El?
He's had practice necessarily and rehearsed. Like he just said, it happened with Temple. He ended up leaving Temple.
Yep.
It happened with Baylor. He ended up leaving with Baylor. So he's had practice at it. You know, he's had time to refine things. It still doesn't, you know, do enough to settle me, to settle on the situation and everything like that. Like I said, I mean, I still feel the way that I feel about it and everything like that. And, you know, we'll see how things go. I think Indiana shut down Kurt Cignetti.
We'll talk about that next segment.
Pretty early. So, you know, I think between Duke's coach.
You're hearing Heartline, too, out of Ohio State, maybe.
Yeah, is that the linebackers coach?
I think they moved him up to OC now with Kelly leaving.
Maybe. What? So, I mean, I'm not.
Or you're wide receiver coach. Excuse me, not linebackers.
Okay. Again, you know, so like I said, it's one of those situations you won't know until the news kind of breaks. And like I said, I mean, and Nebraska fans, they'll look at flight tracking and all of that and everything like that. So I mean, even if it starts to budge, you know what I mean? Kind of watch like what he says with things. Typically, if it's something he believes in and everything like that, he's really, really convincing and he's hard on one side. And I feel like he's teetering that a little bit.
Feels like he just keeps kind of leaving it open. Like,
exactly.
I'm not going to think about it this season.
It's not fully convincing. It's okay. Like, yeah, you said what you were supposed to say in front of the camera.
But to your point, he pretty much said pretty similar things at Temple.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I mean, nothing against the man. Do what you will. But, you know, I'm not going to just being like, that's enough for me to think he'll be here forever. I hope he wins and he can be here long. But, well, you know, I think he just kind of left it open. Like, I'm not going to think about that during the middle of the season. But he didn't say.
He'll tell you that. I mean, I think, you know, we'll really know as we get closer around to Penn State.
Yeah, I do think he wants to see Dylan Raio's potential in this team that he is putting together. So I do think there is part of him that wants to see this thing continue to develop. He feels like they're kind of starting to make progress. So we'll just kind of have to wait and see on that. But nonetheless, he did speak about it again on the Pat McAfee show. And I know they got a lot of people's confidence in him that at the very least, the guys are probably going to be locked in this week, especially if he's telling us to the media and he's saying he's keeping it real with his players. If he's keeping it real with his players, hopefully that shouldn't be too much of a distraction. We got to throw it to break, though. We're going to talk about Kurt Cignetti's bag that he just got.
Man.
And Indiana saying stay away.
Back up to Brinks.
Yeah, a couple of them, not just one.
Man.
All right, don't go anywhere. We'll talk about that next. Don't Punt Hour. Good morning, Pierson-El, Harrison Arns. Talk to you on the other side.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Rollouts have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Rollouts will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Rollouts make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloff.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Rolloff, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is the Don't Punt Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, DeMornay Pierson-El.
All right, welcome back in segment number 2, Don't Punt Hour. We got DeMornay Pierson-El joining me as always Monday through Thursday. And if you guys want to join in, Starter Heyman text line, although we do got NFL on the brick and mortar. Let's talk about Kurt Signetti's new bag on the few Brinks trucks that Indiana pulled up for the man. He got a new deal. I'll give you the exact details from Indiana University themselves. They have agreed to terms on a new 8-year contract with an average annual compensation of approximately $11.6 million. Signetti's new contract runs through November 30th, 2033. And the comment here at Indiana University, we are committed to performing at the highest levels in everything we do, and no one has exemplified that more than Coach Signetti. Correct, said Indiana University President Pamela Witten. Put simply, Sig is a winner. I like how she called him Sig like that. Sig is a winner from last year's college football playoff appearance to this year's top 3 national ranking. The Indiana football program's success has been tremendous. Kurt and Manette Signetti are home in Indiana, and we are delighted that the Signetti family will be with the Hoosiers for many years to come. great move if you're Indiana. I mean, lock him up. Tell everyone else stay away. And if Indiana's bought into you guys, I think it's a wise move. Buy back into him. Like, what could you point at that you don't deserve to pay him that money?
I mean, as far as him outside of maybe being in more of a blue blood or, one of those top places, like I said, he's already doing what some of the top colleges in the country are already doing at their universities that are smaller,
significantly less.
So it's I don't, like I said, with him, I think he's kind of he's a very loyal. They gave him a shot, a shot that nobody else did. So he's definitely going to stand right by them. Now, maybe if a SEC job come open that looks interesting. I was about to say Texas, not Texas. Florida per se, maybe Arkansas, potentially. But other than that, like I said, I didn't expect him to leave away from Indiana just yet.
What do you think he was making at James Madison before he got the jump?
Probably 250, 500K maybe.
Or excuse me. I gotta remember. It wasn't Indiana the first year. It was just over 600,000. I can't remember if that was James Madison. Let me double check on what he was making at James Madison, just to show how crazy of a jump he's had. Over in James Madison, he was making. They don't even have it on me for the quick fly. Okay, I can't find it. I thought it'd be a lot easier to find than that. But I do know not too long ago he was making just over $600,000. So now to be making $11 million a year, yeah, that's going to convince you to not so bad. And I do think he's a loyal guy. He spoke on it as well about how much he loved Indiana, and that he wants to stay there. So again, we'll see if another school comes knocking. But now that he's getting paid $11 million a year, it's going to be a lot harder to pry him out of there now that they've doubled down. With that being said, it does leave the options for Penn State a little bit more mysterious. I think the big swing was, can you go get Cignetti and then obviously Matt Rule? And it sounds like Matt Rule's locked into this season. Do you make a call to Saban just to see?
Saban's not doing that.
I mean, it's 5 minutes. 5 minutes of your time.
You can try.
Yeah, it's worth a phone call.
I mean, it's a no unless you ask. Like he might be like, yeah.
I might send him a box of chocolates with
really
try to convince that man.
Do you try and go after Urban?
I like that. I mean, you just fired Franklin, so you're looking for dynamite.
I'm just saying. I mean, he would know. I mean, that's instant. Urban comes back into the collegiate game. He's on top.
Everyone shudders a little bit.
He's Ohio State isn't necessarily the same Ohio State anymore.
Ryan Day's pissed.
Yes.
My God, this guy's back. Now everyone's going to say he was the better coach. I know you would agree with that.
Saban's a particular guy.
Meyer. I'm talking about Meyer over Ryan Day.
Even with Meyer, he's still a particular guy.
Yeah, particular. Just talking about the coaching, not the.
I'm not a Ryan Day fan, so.
Okay, I was trying to put you between a rock and a hard place.
You won't, because
you stiff armed both of them. I'll give you that.
Exactly.
All right.
Neither one of them offered me, so I don't care. It's like, no.
That being said, we do have quite a bit of the coaching carousel going on. Well, you're getting some coaches locked up, but I was going through it the other day. You got UCLA still open. Their new OC. People are maybe going to want him in there. And then you have Oklahoma State. Now you still have Penn State open. Arkansas is open. Oklahoma State is open. All of those are pretty good schools. UCLA might be the least of resources when it comes to just the football program. But, for all these schools that don't have a head coach right now, it's not like Arkansas doesn't have money. Oklahoma State doesn't have money. Penn State probably has the most. But I'm just pointing out how many openings there are.
I would think, so like ranking them like the best, which one would be the best? Like,
yeah, like give me like what would be the Penn State one, right? With the resources they have.
I think so. And then I think followed closely probably by
Arkansas. Yeah.
And then from there, I would go Oklahoma State. And I say Oklahoma State because if you get a right coach in there that can dominate it and everything like that, you go to the Big 12 championship. That's probably one of the, I don't want to say easier. I don't like saying that. But, we've seen what Arizona can do. So if you get the right, Arizona State, not Arizona. We've seen what Arizona State has done. So if you get the right coach kind of in there that can, and still, I feel like Stillwater has funds. Like they're not cheap. they're not clutching their pearls or anything like that. I feel like, for the right cause and everything like that, they will definitely get behind, who their guy, and especially with Texas and Oklahoma leaving the Big 12 and everything like that. I think the college football world needs Oklahoma State to kind of step up.
I agree. Well, let's put some other possibilities in there. We talked about it off air. What happens if LSU fires their coach? Is that the number one spot or two?
I honestly, I would still go. I would go 3.
What if
LSU fired Coach O a year after they won a national championship, and he lost literally everybody that was on his team. He was in a rebuild year, and he just got you, to where you're at, and not even a full year after you let him go.
Yep.
So destination wise, no. I would still pick. I would say Penn State first. Still, I would still say Arkansas.
Okay.
And then I would possibly think about putting LSU there, just because when you go there, what the expectation is, and if you don't necessarily have enough early success, 8-9 games, or playing in the Big Six, playing in one of the Big Six games, necessarily it just doesn't do it. Their SEC championship, national championship, and if you're not necessarily winning that or competing for that, it's you're kind of wasting your time.
What if Florida opens up and Napier gets fired? That's another big school with a lot of money and resources. They have 2 wins.
I will go Florida first, then Penn State.
Okay. And then another possibility, not a big time program, UNC. You think Bill Belichick, coach being finishes the year, then gets fired?
I would think UNC honestly that would be right after Arkansas. Because I think I've been in UNC, love the campus. They have a lot going on. They have a lot going on down there. The ACC, you can take over the ACC. It's good. It's good ball down there. So if you get the right coach in there that can swing the ship, that can compete with Florida State, that can compete with Miami and everything like that.
Who'd they let go? Because they're making bowl games and starting to compete. I'm blanking on who
Mac Brown.
Yes, thank you.
Which was cool. I didn't understand that.
He was doing good.
You were getting getting guys going to the league. You were being,
recruiting an elite running back.
They had a few guys go to the NFL year after year from the running back position. So he was putting them in a right place, and then for whatever reason, you move away from him. I didn't understand it. I didn't get it.
Yeah, that's he was the guy that finally got UNC football respectable.
Back to where it's okay, yes, it's always going to be a basketball school, but it was okay, no, they play, they got some good. They got good. It's a good football school as well.
It can happen. I mean, look at the Hoosiers. They found $11 million a year for football because they're like, hey, you know what? This is good for us now. We can make money on it. So if you're the right coach and you can make it matter, and UNC is going to have the donors, that if you make it matter, you're going to get plenty of support down there with all the boosters and everything. So I do think that is a sneaky good location. I definitely put Arkansas above it. I'd put LSU. I'd put Penn State, Florida above it as well. But being in the ACC is kind of a gem in itself, because you do have those years where you can just kind of take over, and then you're looking at Clemson. No way Clemson lets go of Dabo, right?
I don't think so. If they do, I guarantee you North Carolina would be like, come on. I guarantee you UCLA would be, I will take you.
It sounds stupid.
But Oklahoma State, I think if Dabo goes to Oklahoma State, oh my God, Big 12.
That's a problem.
Look out.
Mm-hmm.
They're instantly, I don't care what they do, they'll probably be the number 1 team in the Big 12 if that happens.
Yeah, or if probably. I mean, you're looking at Iowa State and Cincinnati if they continue their run with Fickle, but we'll see if Fickle can keep this going, because it normally hasn't been like this for the Cincinnati Bearcats. And then, you're kind of looking at BYU and some of those other schools, but no one's ever really grabbed it by the throat yet. It varies a lot. So if you get a program in there that's consistent year in, year out, I think Sweeney's one of those guys that can do that for you. That becomes a really good school to go play for. And it sounds like a dumb question, but I have to ask it because James Franklin was in the playoffs last year too, and they fired him. So, even though I think it'd be ridiculous to fire Dabo Swinney, we just saw it happen. And now that you have this coaching carousel going, there might be some names pop up, and people just might want to get a different coach in there because a lot of these guys are up and on the move.
If let's just say, if the UNC job is open, I think Franklin to UNC, oh my goodness.
Franklin anywhere.
But
Franklin, Oklahoma State would be a problem too.
That would be a problem too. But I think fitting Wise personality and everything like that, like I would feel like if the UNC job does come up, and I feel like that job would fit him and his morals kind of identically like the best.
I can agree with that.
I see him at UNC. Like he looks like the coach that coaches UNC football. If that happens.
I know. I don't know how to explain it, but I know what you mean. He looks like a Tar Heel guy.
Yes, he does.
All right. With that being said, we'll go ahead, wrap it up here. We've got one more segment on the other side. We'll give our keys to the game for Nebraska versus Minnesota. Don't go anywhere. Don't punt hour. One more segment. And of course, we got Raps Good Takes later from 9 to 10. Don't go anywhere. 93.7 The Ticket.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor, and we want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says, it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
This is the Don't Punt Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, DeMornay Pierson-El.
All right, wrapping up here, 93.7 The Ticket, Don't Punt Hour. DeMornay Pierson-El joining me as always on a Thursday, and it is what time is kickoff for Minnesota? What time is that? 7? 6:30?
I thought it was 6:30.
6:30. So a little, past 24 hours here, but nonetheless, we're getting closer to it as they do kick off on a Friday game. 3 keys to victory for the Huskers. What do you got?
Offense-wise or defense-wise? Which one you want? Or you just want?
Let's go both. Let's go offense first.
Offense-wise, I think one of the main keys is get Emmett going early, often, and throughout the whole game. I think it starts, ends with him. I mean, people can say, Raiola, and yes, of course that, but I think Emmett is the heart and soul of the team. So you have to get him going early, keep the gas, on the pedal with him, and I think he will make the game easier later throughout the game.
Is he the best player on the field?
I think so.
I mean, he has a legitimate argument.
I think so.
Yeah. And if that's the best player on the field, you better get him the damn ball.
I would like to see 22 plus.
And they did that last week, and it was great success.
I think he had 21. I think last.
Oh, was it 21?
I think so. It was 21 carries, but I would like 25 plus, but 22 plus I think is a good number.
Mm-hmm.
Couple catches and everything like that. Screen passes and everything like that. I think that worked tremendously and everything like that. But you have to get him going, off tackle, downhill, and everything like that for the screens to kind of be set up.
This is pretty cool. Anthony in Portland chiming in here. Appreciate him as always. This is funny as well. I actually agree with this. He says, I bet Franklin wins a championship before Penn State does.
I hope so.
I hope so too. I agree. I actually think that's probably, I don't know if there's a market or odds for that, but I would definitely take that odds that Franklin gets it done first. And he also says, because again, Emmett Johnson, Mr. Minnesota. I think that's what they call the reward. I can't remember, but he was Mr. Minnesota, the best athlete, best male athlete in the state. Yep, he got that award. And he mentions they're doing a walkthrough at his high school tomorrow as well. Which is pretty cool.
That's good.
Yeah, for the team to see how Mr. Minnesota, how good he was.
The Minnesota game is at 7-2, by the way, not 6:37.
Okay, perfect. 7:00. So, nonetheless, we will have the pregame show for that one as always. Like I said, it's always about 3 hours before. And then Mandy Munson, she'll do the volleyball postgame show because those guys' match starts 6:00. So, I never want to jinx it, and so far I haven't. It's hard to jinx.
Don't even say it.
Yeah, well,
don't even say it. Don't even say it.
I've done it 3 weeks in a row.
Okay, we didn't say it.
It's if they sweep, it's going to be an hour and a half, and then post game will probably be around 7:30, which is perfect because then we can run that for about an hour and a half, maybe straight into Husker football post game. Either way, they'll run right smack into each other. It's just a matter of how much post game we get. But it's crazy. The one time I was doing the Husker volleyball post game show, and I was in the middle of a segment, I was like, "Well, we'll take this to 25, and then We'll see. There'll probably be some minutes left there, but it should size up. And I was like 15 minutes through the segment. I was like, oh, volleyball won. Match was like 1 hour and 12 minutes. It was just unreal how fast they just crush opponents sometimes. Now, that being said, it is on the road for those guys. They got Michigan and then Michigan State. Those teams, I mean, everyone in the Big Ten seems to just keep climbing up. It's a result of kind of Nebraska, Penn State pulling everyone up with them. So I'm not going to say they can just walk in there and get a sweep. These teams are going to fight. Nebraska obviously has a target on its back. That's a huge win if you can beat them. That being said, though, I obviously like Husker volleyball being able to hopefully complete another undefeated weekend and keep that undefeated record going. All right, back to the task, though. Emmett Johnson, I agree. The dude's a beast. Get him the ball on offense. The other one I'll say on offense is offensive line. Keep doing what you're doing. You showed improvement, especially when it came to the run block game. And that was something that we haven't really seen being that explosive so far. We've seen Emmett Johnson, have some really explosion, almost similar to Amir Abdullah. I don't want to say that lightly, but the explosion.
I would say more so of Divine Exigbo.
See, I get that a little bit too, but for me, like the top speed, Amir Abdullah, but that out of the pocket, who is the fastest? Evan Johnson, Amir Abdullah?
I'm taking Amir.
Okay, yeah, me too. So I'm taking Amir, but that explosion that I see when he hits those holes is kind of what I can see Ozigbo as well.
He reminds me a lot of Ozigbo, just with a better, I would say, juke package or make people miss type package. Divine was, literally a tree trunk. He would just run through people and whatnot. He would be difficult to tackle. Emmett will make you miss. So he's an in.
And he's still violent when he needs to be.
Yeah,
he's got it.
I'm not saying that, but I would say his juke package is a little bit better than Divine.
Yeah, well, it's a matter of style too. If you're Divine Ozigbo, you are a trunk. You need juke. Can you run the kid over? And by the time he got done running kids over, there's like 15, 20 yards because that kid was tired of just getting lit up, and the tackles get a little bit weaker, especially when you got the safety. Like, I got to fill this lane, and Ozigbo's already got 100+ yards on the day. And it was great for that. Emmett Johnson, though, he's got a great package overall. Yeah. I mean, you mentioned it earlier, but you can use him in the passing game. You can use him in the run game, the quick screen game. You can put him in he's good at pass protection too now.
You can't, I think for this game to end something like kind of how Maryland game kind of was, is you start with Emmett and then you kind of put him on the shelf midway or for a quarter of a game or something like that and try and bring him back out late. No, keep him involved all times. I think, the offense as a whole, when we get into the red zone, we have to score. Like, we're not successful enough with doing that consistently.
Last week was finally the week. We were 5 for 5 finally.
We had a penalty that was BS and an interception right after that. So no, we weren't 5 for 5. So
we did have that pick.
Exactly. So
hold on, what were we? Let me pull that up.
So I think once we get into the red zone, we have to be more consistent and not just get away with field goals. We have to score. So I think that is a huge key. And then my last key for that is a combination of two. Dana kind of understanding getting the offense in a rhythm. Kind of like how he did with short passes and everything like that. Quick game. I think halfway of that is a big part. And then Raiola, take care of the ball. We can't have 3 turnovers. Once we get into those manageable third downs, convert on third down. So taking care of the ball and converting on third downs and having the offense, in the right play with the quick game and everything like that, I think are the 3 keys for me on the offensive side.
Okay, I like it. And I can't figure out what Maryland was, but just to put it out there, they are 54th in the country right now in their red zone offense. So right now they're scoring about 87% of the time. Last year, they're actually better, 91. So, with that being said, not as great as and definitely thought it was last week versus Maryland, but nonetheless, it's still an area that, especially early on, I noticed it. We got a little bit of, with the win, shaded memory there. I thought it was better, but now that you mentioned that pick, I will say this, though. It has been getting a little better as the season goes on. I'm going to keep harping on the Harburg trick plays. Stop doing them. They just don't work. Harburg is a good tight end. He made a great catch in that Maryland game, just playing traditional tight end. Other than that, I agree with you pretty much on all the keys on offense there. Quickly, give me defense.
Defense, I think tackling, running to the ball, getting we've done a better job with it. But consider this type of game, like I said, a Big Ten type of team where they can break tackles. They are fundamentally sound and kind of do the right things. You have to be disciplined, with your eyes and everything like that. So I think tackling is a big key for us, and just, rallying to the ball and everything like that, flying around. I think that's key one. Key two is, I would say the defensive line continue to take the next steps. They played a real good, Maryland game and everything like that. Take that and push that even further to closing the door and hitting home with that. And then, a takeaway, because I know that quarterback, I want to say he has 9 touchdowns and like 3
Drake
turnovers.
Lindsey.
Yeah, he has like 9 touchdowns and like 3 turnovers and everything like that. So I think we're due for a takeaway.
Yeah.
We're due for a takeaway.
Last week, it felt like we were out waiting for that one Washington pass, because he's got a cannon, but sometimes he wouldn't set his feet. And it was always like, his picks are a lot of times just behind or tipped up balls, because, he doesn't quite get it on target. And didn't really have the bounce fall our way, but he had some of those passes that were behind. And like I said, just didn't bounce our way, but it does feel like we're due for one. My keys are pretty similar there. The secondary bounce back game for you guys. Yes. I thought they actually played okay. They kept them more in front. They were giving up yards, but they really didn't let anything over the top. So I didn't think they did bad, but they were, I think, now the number 2 passing defense in the country after last week versus Maryland. I think those guys will bounce back. And then the other one, they're going to try to get that run game going, especially with that outside zone. It's not a wild guess. Every single game they try to get that operating, and it's their best run play. Matt Rule even spoke about the importance of stopping that. So that'll definitely be in there. And then just getting pressure. Again, if you can stop the run and then you can get pressure, I'm going to keep saying it until we start to get some more of these coverage sacks or tackles for loss. You got a secondary out there that's going to give you an extra second to make something happen, or that quarterback's going to have to be smart and throw that away. Winneri's been really good. We're every now and then we're bringing blitzes where we're getting some pressure, but it still feels like we're leaving a little bit of meat on the bone there. Guys like Cam Lenhart, could he have some breakout games here? This is not a great Minnesota team. It's still a Minnesota team that can beat you, but I do think this is a game where Nebraska, my score prediction was 34-10. I'm going to stand by that. I think it can be a big win for the Ghosts, guys.
Oh, most definitely.
With that being said, good morning, Pierson-El. Final thoughts for people of Lincoln, Nebraska, as I get this out music ready.
I think this is like I said, this should be a convincing win for us, as long as we take care of the ball, and we should pull away a fairly decency against the Gophers.
Absolutely. And be sure to tune in tomorrow. Post-game show as soon as clock hits 0. And also before then, you'll be having the volleyball post-game show. Whenever that match ends, they start at 6 o'clock. And again, they got the road games. They got Michigan and Michigan State both this weekend. So be sure to cheer on both programs. And also, Husker Bowling, they're heading to Youngstown this weekend. Their season kicks off as well. And then you got the Challenger with tennis. Plenty of things going on in Husker Land. Appreciate you guys listening. Don't go anywhere. Chris Raff coming up next. Raff's Good Take on Sports.